When you use a home monitor like this, you'll feel the cuff tighten, and then as it slowly deflates, you might notice a slight thumping or vibration in your arm. Now, you might assume that the machine has a microphone inside and is listening to your pulse the way I do with a stethoscope, but it's actually doing something much more interesting. It uses oscillometry, measuring the shivers of your artery to calculate your pressure. For over a century, the gold standard was the mercury column. We would listen for what we call the Karl-Kopf sounds, which are the turbulent thumping of blood rushing back into the arm. But in 1899, a German researcher named Heinrich von Recklinghausen noticed that the air pressure inside the cuff itself would fluctuate slightly with every heartbeat. And he realized that we didn't need to listen to the blood. We could feel the vibration the heart sends through the cuffs. And this was the birth of the digital monitor we use today. So here's the literal science. A digital monitor doesn't hear your blood. Instead, as the cuff deflates, it looks for oscillations, which are the tiny changes in cuff pressure caused by your artery wall expanding. As the pressure in the cuff drops, these vibrations will get stronger and stronger until they hit a peak. This peak is your mean arterial pressure. And here's the secret. The digital monitor doesn't actually measure your top or the bottom number directly. Instead, they use a specific algorithm to look at the shape of these vibrations and calculate where your systolic and diastolic numbers are based on that peak. And this is why a high-quality monitor is so important, because the better the algorithm, the more accurate the calculation. Because the machine is measuring vibrations and not sound, it is incredibly sensitive to noise. So if you move your arm or even clench your fist during the reading, the machine will see that muscle movement as a massive vibration, and they will resolve in a false high reading or an error message. In my practice, I tell my patients, you must be as still as a statue. The machine is trying to feel the heartbeat of an artery through layers and layers of muscle and skin. And if a cuff is too loose, these vibrations will have to travel through a layer of air, which muffles that signal, and give the monitor the quiet environment it needs to get a clean data point. Understanding the how takes the mystery and the anxiety out of the what. Now, in a blood pressure diary, a single reading might be noisy because of a movement or even a stressful thought. But a week of clean oscillations will give us a whole picture. And our goal is to reach that less than 120/80 target based on real, reliable data. So you shouldn't have to choose between a healthy heart and a good night's sleep. I'm Dr. Peter, and let's find the right harmony for your heart together. Does your monitor ever give you an error message or a reading that seems impossible? Let's troubleshoot your home readings together in the comments.